Have you ever wondered how one small habit can completely change a person's life? Not a grand plan, not a big dream, just a tiny, simple act repeated every single day. This is the story of a farmer, an ordinary man whose tiny habit made him a legend forever. Stay with me till the end, because his story may just change the way you see your own life. Long ago, in a quiet village surrounded by green fields, there lived a humble farmer named Raghav. He was not rich. He owned just a small piece of land and a few tools. Every day, people in the village saw him working quietly, without much to say. But Raghav had a secret. Every morning, before the sun came up, he would walk to the edge of his field. And there, he would do something unusual, something nobody else in the village bothered to do. He planted a single seed. One seed every single day. Not dozens, not a full bag, just one seed. At first, the villagers laughed. What difference can one tiny seed make, they said. Why waste your time? Plant them all at once if you want results. But Raghav only smiled. He wasn't in a hurry. He believed that small things, done with consistency, had the power to create something big. Seasons passed. The sun burned hot, the rains came, and the winds blew strong. Some of Raghav's seeds grew. Some dried up. Some were washed away by floods. And yet, every morning, he kept walking to the edge of his land and planting that one seed. The villagers grew tired of teasing him. Now they began to pity him. Poor man, they whispered. He works so hard, but what does he have to show for it? And honestly, Raghav's life was not easy. There were days when his family struggled to have enough food. There were nights when he wondered if all his efforts were foolish. Have you ever felt like that? Like you are putting in effort every day, but nothing seems to change? That's exactly how Raghav felt. But deep inside, he had faith. He told himself, one day, these seeds will tell my story. I just need to keep going. Years went by. The little seeds became small plants. The small plants became young trees. And slowly, without anyone noticing, the edge of Raghav's field turned into a thick green line. But Raghav did not stop. One seed, every morning, without fail. One day, a great drought hit the village. The sun was merciless. The soil cracked. Crops failed. The villagers had no water, and their fields turned to dust. But something strange happened on Raghav's land. While other fields lay dry and lifeless, his edge was green and alive. Why? Because the hundreds of trees he had planted over the years gave shade. Their roots held water deep in the soil. The birds and animals brought life back to the barren land. When people were thirsty, Raghav's trees gave fruit. When the sun burned, his trees gave shade. When hope was gone, his trees whispered, life can still grow here. The same villagers who once mocked him now stood in silence, amazed. The man they had called foolish had saved the entire village. From that day on, Raghav was no longer just a farmer. He became a legend, a man remembered not for his wealth, not for his power, but for a tiny habit. One seed planted every day. And here's the truth. We all have seeds in our lives. Not real seeds maybe, but habits, small actions, little choices, things that seem so tiny, they look almost useless. But what if, just like Raghav, you stay consistent? What if you read one page every day? What if you saved one coin every day? What if you worked 1 hour on your dream every single day? First, it will feel like nothing is changing. People may laugh at you. You may even laugh at yourself. But years later, when those tiny seeds have grown into a forest, the world will see what consistency can do. So ask yourself today, what is your seed? What is that one small thing you can start doing every single day? Because in the end, greatness is not built in one giant step. It is built in small steps, taken again and again with patience, faith, and consistency. Remember Raghav, the farmer who planted one seed a day. He did not just grow trees. He grew a legacy, and you can do the same. So don't wait for the big change. Start with one seed, one habit, one small step, because one day, those little steps will make you a legend forever.